We can see what the crisis is happening in the Muslim world at the moment, and to our local issues with what's happening in Woolwich. All of these issues, the malignment of Islam. Islam is backwards, the Sharia is backwards, the women are oppressed in Islam. The Sharia is not suitable for life's problems. These are all attacks that are happening in the Muslim community. We need to respond to them. This Ramadan is not for you to just fast and have your suhoor and have your iftar. This is the time, brothers, we need to move. This is the month where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed the Ummah. And I know I'm running out of time, so I'm going to give my last example before I finish. Brothers, at the time of Umar bin al-Khattab, and I think in my opinion, brothers, I have not come across a story that beautifies it more than this story that I'm going to narrate to you now. But at the time of Umar bin al-Khattab, when he was Khalifa, 2 men came to his court dragging a young boy. They were dragging him, they were pulling him into the courtroom. So Umar bin al-Khattab said to him, he said, "Ma bika, what's with you? What's happened?" And they said, "This young man, he has killed our father. He has killed our father, he has murdered our father. We want qisas. We want him to be killed in qisas." So Umar bin al-Khattab, he turns around to him and says, "Is this true? Oh young boy, is this true? Is this what you've done?" He said, "It's true, but it was an accident." So Umar bin al-Khattab says, "Akhbirni, tell me, inform me." He says, "I used to have a camel that used to graze on his land, on some parts of his land. And their father, he got angry and he chucked a rock at my camel and he damaged his eye." He gave the camel a black eye, basically, So the young boy, he got really frustrated that he picked up the same rock and lobbed it at his father, just launched it. And he accidentally hit his head and the father passed away. Then Umar bin al-Khattab turns around to the 2 men and says, "Is this true?" They said, "Yes." He says, "Forgive him." They said, "No, we want qisas, we want retribution." He says, "Khalas, if this is your hukum, qisas it will be." So the young boy, he says, Umar bin al-Khattab says to him, "Have you any last wishes? Do you have anything that you need to do? Is there anything you need to do before you get killed?" Brother. "And my father has passed away, and he has left some money. So please give me 3 days so I can get it from this secret place that I put it in, and I can give it to my younger brother so he knows what to do with it. I need to look after him." So Umar bin al-Khattab's like, this young guy, he's blagging it. What no father, what money, what younger brother? Then he's like, "Saddiqni, believe me, trust me." He says, "Khalas, I believe you, but who is going to be a wakil for you? You will go for 3 days, choose someone who will take your position." So he looks around and he's like, "I have no one." Umar bin al-Khattab says, "Give us a guarantee you will come back. Choose someone from amongst the crowd, amongst the court, that you will come back." He looks at the people and he says, "I have no one with me." He says, "Oh people, will none of you help me today?" And all of the senior Sahabas and the people at that time, they put their head down. They were just looking away. Because what does it mean to be a wakil, brothers? Let's get this straight. That if this guy runs away after 3 days, that individual that he has chosen, the qisas will be done on him. He will take the punishment for this young man running away. So right at the back, a Sahaba, he puts his hand up. And it's the illustrious companion, Abu Dar al-Ghifari. He puts his hand up and he says, "I will be a guarantor for this man today." So the Prophet, Umar bin Khattab says, "Khalas, he's the guarantee, go do your things, in 3 days come back." First day goes past, young boy is nowhere to be seen. Second day goes past, nowhere to be seen. Third day goes past, the 2 guys, nowhere to be seen. The 2 guys, they go up to Abu Dar al-Ghifari at the time of Asr. Then said, "The time is up, come with us. You will take the punishment today. You are the guarantor." Everyone's thinking the young boy's legged it. The whole Medina is the talk of the town. The whole people in Medina thinking, "Subhanallah, is an illustrious companion going to die for the mistake of a young man? What's going to happen?" But Abu Dar al-Ghifari, he says, "The day is not finished until Salatul Maghrib." They said, "Okay, but you walk with us to the court. By the time we walk to the court, it will be Maghrib." So while they're walking to the court, brothers, the whole crowd, the whole Medina have gathered. What's going to happen? It's the talk of the town. Brothers, before the adhan goes, the young boy turns up. There's joy, there's rejoice. Subhanallah, what's going to happen? Why did you come back for? I didn't send no spies behind you. I didn't send any person behind you. I didn't send the mukhabarat behind you like Mubarak and the other guys. Yeah? I didn't send anyone to spy on you. I didn't do anything to you. Why did you come back for? Wallahi brothers, look at his response. He said, I didn't want the future generations to say that a Muslim gave his word and he did not fulfill it. He says, I did not want the future generations to say that a Muslim gave his word and he didn't fulfill it. So then Umar bin Khattab turns to Umar bin Khattab. Umar bin Khattab turns to Abu Dar and says, oh Abu Dar, you don't even know this man. What made you give allegiance? What made you give a deposit for this man? Why were you a guarantor for this man? He says, look brothers, look at this. He says, Wallahi, I didn't want the future generations of Muslims to say that a Muslim was in need and there was no one there to help him. And brothers, then the two brothers, they look at each other, they said, how can we live in a time when two people, Muslims of this caliber, ask for forgiveness and they not be forgiven? So we forgive both of you. But brothers, what's the moral of the story? Muslims are in need. We are the generation that will be remembered. The grave of Khalid bin al-Walid al-Jalil, the Sahaba was attacked and the Muslims stood watching.